Hello awesome people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Solomon and thank you very much for clicking. In today's video, me and you are going to learn how to design this flyer in Adobe Photoshop. That's assembly member flyer, okay, for this coming election. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. So first of all, Ctrl+N to create a new document. Then let's go to print and select A3. Okay, so at the end of the day, we are going to print this one as A3. You can name your file over here and click on create. A new canvas is going to open just like this one for you. And also, please don't forget to get a PSD file from us. When you come to Google, you can search for our template paste tag. Okay, and then you click on the first link over here. It is going to take you here and you can get this PSD file that we are going to design. You can see how well it is arranged over here. You can see everything is well arranged and it is very easy to edit. Okay, then when you click on it, it's going to take you to our store and you can get more template from us to help us create more content for you guys. Okay, and also we are on Gumroad, so when you come here and you search for, so if you are outside and you can't pay through mobile money, you can use the Gumroad platform to also deal with us. Okay, so let's go back to our flyer. Then from here we are going to create this shape that you can see at the back over here. Okay, so with the help of the shape tool here, that's the rectangle shape tool, we are going to draw a rectangle just like this one. Okay, then from here I'm going to create a new layer, so I'll come all the way here, click on this guy over here to create a new layer. Then with the help of the pen tool, I'm going to select that. Okay, and then select the pen tool. I'm going to draw a line just from here, so click, and then I'm going to bring it a little down over here and then click here and also bring this one down just like this, and then you click on here to close that. Then when you come up here, you are going to see shapes over here. I'll click on it to make it a shape. Then from here I'm going to select both of them, click and drag them all the way up just like this, and then we are going to also sugar it a bit, so we are going to try to rotate it. So I'm going to use control, you can group this one, then Ctrl+T to activate the free transform, and then you can start moving it just like this. Okay, so we don't want too much of it, so normally I will type the figure over here, so we can type -6. Then we click on this one to accept changes, and also let me bring this one closer just like this. So spend some time to achieve these results by adjusting the shapes. Okay, then from here let's apply a color to this one. So with this shape selected, make sure it is selected over here. Come to FS, click on gradient overlay to apply a gradient on it. So first of all, let's apply the gradient on this one. So the shape selected, come to gradient overlay and click on it. Let's apply this gradient. Let me open the color code for you guys to see. So this is the first color code that we are going to use, and this is the second color code as well. So when you are done, you can click on this new to save it and use it later. I'll do the same thing and set a different gradient for this one as well. So I'll be using this one. Let me open the color code for you guys, and this is the second color code as well. So this is it. I'll click on this one to accept changes. All right, then from here let's create a brand new layer by clicking on this one, and then with the help of the brush tool, so we can come here, select the brush tool, and you can right click and make the brush very big. Then open the general brushes and select the soft round brush. Okay, and let's make this one a little bigger. You can use the square bracket on your keyboard to achieve this result precisely. Then I'm going to click on I on my keyboard and make a sample color from here. Click back to B to activate the brush tool, and then we are going to blend here just like this. So if you feel that this is too much, you can reduce the opacity and then you blend in just like this. So I'm okay with the result, but I'll reduce the opacity over here. So click and drag to reduce the opacity to have a light of it. Okay, then for me, I'll go to my source file and I'm going to bring the image that I'm going to use. From here, I'll click and drag in the image that I'm going to use, and I'm going to position it in the middle where I want it to be. So a place like this isn't bad. Then also I'll click and drag this pattern that I want to use into Photoshop, and also make it very big and move it all the way up just like this. So let's move it a bit up just like this, and I'm going to send this one here, and I'm going to reduce the opacity. So let's maintain opacity like 5%. Okay, then from here, what we are going to do next is to add the details and add colors to it. Okay, so quickly I'm going to add the name, and I'll be back soon. Alright, so all the text is added. We just have to figure it out by arranging it. So with this one selected, I'm going to change this one from extra bold to bold because it is too bold for me. Then Control T, and I'm going to align it just like this one. Okay, then let's apply colors to it. So select this one, and then let's go to Effect, Gradient Overlay. Okay, then with the gradient, we are going to apply the gradient that we lastly used. Okay, and also add a bit of stroke to it. So select stroke, and let's change this one to outside and increase the stroke value. Let's change the color to white and click on OK. So I think I am okay with the result. We can also reduce the opacity of the stroke as well, a little bit of it. Okay, then click on OK to accept changes. Then with this one selected, let's change the color of this by selecting a color in the middle just like this, and click on OK to accept changes. We can also apply the stroke on this one as well. So let's hold down the Alt key, click on the stroke, and drag this one on top of the name just like this. Okay, and also let's make sure that this one aligns. One of the principles of graphic design is to make sure all the things are aligned or properly aligned. Then from here, with this one too, we are going to change this one from the extra bold to, let's say, semi bold, and reduce the size all the way down. Okay, just like this, and click on this one to accept changes. So from here, we can select almost all of them and move that on top. Control G to group and reduce the size also a bit. So Control O to fit everything to screen, and let's select the image, add to it, and move it a bit up. Okay, then from here, one last thing that we are going to do is that we are going to create this shape. Okay, so that we can conclude on this design. Okay, also I would like to change this one to black and reduce the size a bit. Let's see, 32. Then from here, with the help of the shapes tool, that's the rectangle tool, I'm going to draw a rectangle just like this. Then we can apply a gradient overlay on top of that. So let's spot this one and click only on the gradient and drag it on this one. We don't want any stroke on it, so select that and let's remove the stroke from it. So click on no color for that. And also with the help of the rectangle tool, let's draw another rectangle just like this. Adjust the size and the shape. Then I'll make a duplicate and rotate this one. Then from here, I'm going to click and drag it all the way to this place and reduce the size. Click on this one to accept changes. Then select both of them, right click on it, and then convert this one to a smart object. Okay, so from here we can align this one with this. Okay, and we can select both of them and convert them to a smart object. So if you want to make any changes lately, we can just go back and do the changes. Then from here, I'm going to bring my ruler all the way down just like this. With the help of the polygonal lasso tool, I'm going to make a selection from here. So let's say we want to start from here, then come all the way here, and then try to pass the middle here, and I'm going to end just like this. I'm going to hold down the Alt key and click on the max over here to create a negative max over there. All right, then from here, since we rotated the shapes that we have on top here at -7, we are going to do the same thing to this one. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to first of all add one last more text, and then I'm going to rotate all of them together. All right, everything is set, so I'll select this one, hold down the shift key on your keyboard, and then add the rest of the shapes. So just select them, then Ctrl G to group all of them, then Ctrl T for the free transform, and start to rotate it a bit. You can see, so let's try it again just like this. Come all the way here, then the figure was -6, so let's type the same thing over there. Ctrl O to fit everything to screen. So this is too much, so let me bring it. So we are trying to just add a bit of flair to our design by adding this shape, or by just rotating it. Okay, so from here, what we are going to do is that we are going to apply a color on this one, and also make sure this one can fit that. Okay, so select and move this one all the way here, and also select the shapes tool and bring it all the way down here just like this. Okay, so I'm going to change this color to white. Then also I'm going to bring this one here just like this and reduce the size all the way down. All right, then from here, with the help of the ellipse tool, we are going to draw a circle. Hold down the shift key to align everything. Then I'm going to change this one to color red, to add more flair to the design. So I'm going to move this one just down and then try to center it. So we can select both of them and use the align tools at the top here, okay, to adjust it. So from here, we are going to change this one to white so that the color is going to pop. So we are almost done with this design. Please don't forget to give me a like on this video, comment below, because the YouTube algorithm always based on likes and comment to promote this video to other people who are interested in learning the same thing. So please, if you want us to continue bringing you back to back, then I beg you to please like the video, comment below, and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Okay, and please also don't forget to get this PSD file and more other PSD file from our digital store to help us in one way or the other. Okay, so that we can continue to bring you more and more videos. Although we are monetized, but we haven't received any money from YouTube yet. Okay, so please don't forget to get a PSD file if you can afford it, or if you are working and you have a lot of pressure on you and you want something to help you with your works, then please don't forget to get a PSD file from us. So let's create a shape from here. So let me do it again so that you guys are going to see what I just did over here. So I will delete everything. Then with the help of the pen tool, we can draw a shape that we just removed from here, just like this. Okay, hold down the Control key so that you can move this one around. Then just close it and click on this one, and we are going to select red here.